Just as a disclaimer, we want you to know that some of the movies that we will be reviewing were shot in a different time and era where people of race and sex were not treated equally. We understand this and hope you do too. The movies or anything that happened on the sets are not the views of this podcast or what this show is intended to be all about.
Exactly. And we want to give due diligence in presenting the movie and not the views of the cast or directors or anyone involved. But we also feel it's necessary to let the audience know some of the background information to get a feel for what was happening at the time of shooting the film. Again, we hope you understand that we do not agree with everything that went on, and we just want to give out the information. And with that being said, hope you enjoy the show.
All your favorite Disney characters.
Yes, sir.
Nope, that's me in a merry new featurette.
What's so merry about it?
Mickey's Christmas Carol. Plus,
do they want us now?
The Rescuers. Walt Disney Productions' free-falling, side-splitting, full-length animated adventure. Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Bail out! Bail out!
And The Rescuers.
Now playing at a theater near you. Check your local listings for details.
All right, guys, welcome back to the 12 Days of Christmas movies. I'm your host, Jimbo, and my co-host, as usual, is
Terrence.
And today is number 5. We will be talking about A Mickey's Christmas Carol. Terrence?
Jumping right into it.
Take it away.
Day 5 of our
Day 5
episode special. The Mickey's Christmas Carol.
The Mickey's or
A Mickey's Christmas Carol.
But it is the Mickey.
Yeah, exactly. Release date, December 16th, 1983.
Well, I was 6 years old.
I was negative something. Too tired to math. It's budget.
Too tired to math.
Too tired to math.
I think it's you're too tired to meth, not math.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Yes. Just so no.
Budget is an estimated $3 million. This was directed by Bernie Madison and Richard Rich, who was uncredited for directing this. The writing credits goes to obviously Charles Dickens, the original
Christmas
author who wrote A Christmas Carol.
And that was something else. Obviously, A Christmas Carol is one of the greatest Christmas movies of all time, but we didn't want to throw two of those in the same 12 Days of Christmas.
Yeah.
By the way, kids, Die Hard and Gremlins will not be in the 12 Days of Christmas. We might do them sometime in the month of December, but it will not be part of these 12 Days of Christmas. Sorry, Sam, and sorry, Jessica, but no.
All right, so here's all the people who had a hand in writing the story adaptation for the Mickey's Christmas Carol, and that is Bernie Madison, Tony Marino, Ed Gombert, Don Griffith, Alan Young, and Alan Dinehart.
I like how they had so many people to accomplish the same goal, because usually they have conflicting interests sometimes, you know what I mean?
Well, as far as writers go, there's always a room of writers.
Right.
Always. Like, they don't always get credited, because there's plenty of things where we covered where there's maybe like two writers, and they'll be like the two main ones, but there's always like a team of writers.
But I'd kind of like to dive in to see who wrote what. You know what I mean? That would be interesting. Or what got left out that should have been put in. Or
I guess that's the other problem with like seeing like who,
or is that why they're uncredited, because none of their stuff got in?
Well, that's the thing. It's most likely a deliberation. So you'll have the script, and then you'll have this whole deliberation where they go, okay, X this out, let's add that in, let's X that out, and then it's just copy after copy after copy after copy, and all this stuff gets. By the end of a movie, any movie, no one knows how many copies they've gone through to reach the goal, to essentially reach the perfect copy.
But I was going to say, especially with animation like this,
sure.
It's hard because they have to draw. This was back when they had to draw the mouth and all that to what they were saying. So it's not like...
Well, actually, it's... So they'll draw, obviously the mouth of what they're saying, but it's up to the voice actors to lip sync with the animators.
Right, but they have to have the script in order for the
Exactly,
voice actors
yeah.
to say, right?
Exactly. Depending on how intricate they're doing the mouth movements, because sometimes it's just up and down. All right.
Kind of like you when you do this podcast, just nothing comes out.
Like a South Park Canadian. Anyway. Technical specs: runtime 26 minutes, sound mix 3-channel stereo. This is in color. Aspect ratio is 1.78 by 1, so another really odd sort of aspect ratio for these cartoons. Laboratory is Technicolor, printed film format 35mm and 8mm. Now for the awards.
We have an award?
There is one.
Awesome.
And it was nominated. But it was nominated for an Oscar, so it's pretty nominal. So this is Academy Awards, USA 1984. It was nominated for Best Short Film Animated, Bernie Madison. So, don't know to beat it out, but at least it got nominated. And so now for the synopsis. In the retelling of an old Charles Dixon story.
Dickens, not Dickinson. Charles
It's been a long
Dickens.
day.
Let me
It's been a long
start.
day.
In a retelling of Charles Dickens. Continue.
With a Disney twist, the surly moneylender Ebenezer Scrooge, who does not share the merriment of Christmas, is visited by 3 ghosts. The ghost of Christmas past, present, and future.
Bum, bum, bum. And while there's a whole slew of cast and characters in this movie, I'm only going to cover the main ones that you see most of the film.
Yep.
So, starting out, we have Alan Young, who played Scrooge McDuck, as Ebenezer Scrooge.
Yep.
So you're going to have the character, or the voice actor, then you're going to have the Disney character, and then you're going to have the Charles Dickens character.
exactly.
So just not be confusing. So you had
3 layers going on here.
Wayne Allwine, who played Mickey Mouse, who played Bob Cratchit. Hal Smith, who was Goofy, who played Jacob Marley's ghost. Eddie Carroll, Jiminy Cricket, the Ghost of Christmas Past. Will Ryan, Willie the Giant, Ghost of Christmas Present. Will Ryan also played Pete, the Ghost of Christmas Future. Clarence Nash as Donald Duck, and he played Fred, which was Scrooge's nephew. And Patricia Paris as Daisy Duck, as Isabel. And yes, little Dick Billingsley played Tiny Tim.
Tiny Tim.
God bless us, everyone. And so now we're going to dive into some interesting facts. This actually had some stuff in it I did not know, which is pretty awesome. I always love to find that.
Oh, yeah.
This was the last movie that had opening credits, but no end credits.
Huh. So I wonder if it was just like a prolonged opening credits like old movies do.
I think there's like a singing, you know what I mean, singing, and it comes up.
Yeah.
But this is, I think they said this was the last Disney film until A Bug's Life and Aladdin, I think 98, that just ended with the end.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're
Remember
right,
how you
you're
say
right,
that? So, on the original 1975 LP, you know what that is?
What's that, LP? Yeah.
What is it?
I mean, I know what it is. I don't know what the abbreviation stands for.
No, but what is it? Let's tell the audience what LP is.
That's the... well, now I'm blanking.
It's like the old records, you know, the vinyl.
That's what I was looking
Yeah.
for, vinyls. 'Cause I was like, I didn't want to say like the big round disc thing. For some reason, I just brain farted and couldn't think of vinyl.
So there was a 75 LP version that was the inspiration for this film. The Ghost of Christmas Past was played by Merlin from The Sword and the Stone.
Oh.
And the Ghost of Christmas Future was the evil witch from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. How cool is that? That's pretty cool.
Right?
Yeah, I was like, that's outstanding. When the Ghost of Christmas Future comes with Pete, you know, he's like, this could be your life. And he's like, well, Scrooge is like, whose grave are they digging? He's like, it's yours. He shows him it. The DVD print reveals that the graveyard, there's also tombstones containing famous performers, including Gladys Knight and the Pips, Bob Mills, and Warren Oates. I was like, are you kidding me?
That's funny.
There's also a bunch of unknown animals from the Disney, like there's foxes, bears, raccoons, there's all kinds of stuff that are running around. Mrs. Cratchit, who was Minnie Mouse, she doesn't have a single line in the film. She did record some dialogue, but they didn't use it. It was cut.
Really? Huh.
Yep. This was also the theatrical release for this was actually part of the 1983 reissue of The Rescuers from 1977. So it was like, you know how sometimes, like, I'll just say Roger Rabbit because that's the one that's coming to mind. How they'll have like Roger Rabbit and the baby cartoon where they're going on the roller coaster, and then they go to Roger Rabbit, the full-length film.
Yep.
Something like that they did. And here we go. Alan Young. Not only did he play Scrooge McDuck in this, but for those of you that don't know, he was best known, for those of you that remember, he was on a certain TV show with a talking horse. Yes, that's right. He played Wilbur Post in Terrence. What was it?
I'm brain farting.
Mr. Ed. Yes.
It's funny because we were just talking about that like 20 minutes ago.
Originally, Alan Young was not considered for Scrooge, despite having played it in the album recording. Reportedly, it was because Walt Disney Pictures believed he would not agree to do a voice for an animated film. However, when Young learned about the film in production from a friend preparing to audition for the lead, he contacted the film company to request an audition.
Oh, wow.
The resulting audition was successful, and Young learned about the studio's reason for not contacting him. In reaction, Young responded, "Hey, I worked in television for 5 years with a talking horse. At this point in my career, nothing's beneath me."
He has a point.
I was going to say, where else can you go? So Young was praised for his role and continued to voice Scrooge McDuck throughout his life. And last but not least, Alan Young, who voiced Ebenezer, says his old partner Jacob Marley had been buried at sea. When Alan Young passed away, he was buried at sea. So I thought that was pretty cool. So Terrence, give me some of your highlights of this movie. What you liked, what you didn't like.
I'll tell you what my the
Memory?
most memorable scene, and it's more of like a sad scene. It's the scene where he's the family's at dinner, and then Mickey, he takes out it's like a small pea,
a bean or something.
It's like a pea. It's a single pea, and he's slicing the pea. And then it's like then you have these paper sheet thins of like a tiny it was like a little tiny turkey or something like that, and then it's just like paper. And
Tiny Tim's like, "Man, we're good today."
Yeah, right? Oh man, I just remember being like so sad when I saw that scene.
and then another sad scene is where it's in the future when Scrooge sees them going up to the cemetery. And they're burying, and then you see him lay Tiny Tim's crutch onto the gravestone. Oh man, heartbreaking!
Yeah,
heartbreaking. And so this movie, I think, is ultimate. What's the word I'm looking for?
Life lessons.
Life, really right, but like a change of heart.
Yeah, absolutely. Change your heart tale.
Like, watch how you treat people, because it could be totally different. The future, nobody's going to remember you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't take all that money with you when you go.
Yeah.
So you might as well do what you can while you can. And there's so many scenes in this movie. Like, there's another funny scene is when the big giant goes to Christmas Present, remember?
Oh, yeah.
And he sticks it. He lifts like the lid of the house off, and he grabs him, and then he sticks his eyeball up to the window.
Up to the window. Yeah.
So there's so many things in this movie. It's another fantastic.
It's a great story because it has that Disney twist. It's got the humor, and it's got that Disney charm, if you will.
And if you haven't seen the
original,
the movie, there's several. There's one, I think his name's Albert Finney, who played Daddy Warbucks from Annie. Really good. I think Patrick Stewart's in one.
Yeah, he is.
Really good. But that Albert Finney one, man. And there's another one. I can't. My mind is blank right now of who played it. But there are so many good interpretations. The Jim Carrey one, animated. We can.
Jim Carrey did.
Yeah, it was something. Yeah, it was terrible.
I had no idea.
Yeah, that's probably why. You just get right over. But very good. I like pretty much every interpretation of this. It always gets me, and it's just to see that cold, callous Scrooge, and then just see his heart melt. And even in this one, when he's like, boy, what day is it? He's like, and he's like, well, go down, and he's getting dressed. He's still in his pajamas. He's throwing his hat because he's ready to make amends.
Oh yeah.
And those guys that have been knocking on his door asking for money, the mole and the weasel or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, Scrooge, would you like to donate? He's like, would I? And he just starts throwing that bags of money, and the guy's pants is falling down because there's so much money
so
coming.
much
Right?
cash, yeah.
So I love this. I love almost every Christmas movie. You know what I mean?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just
They all
bring
have,
back memories from my childhood.
Lifelong lessons. And,
Oh
and
yeah,
charm to
and
them.
they got little chuckles every once in a
yeah,
while. You know what I
absolutely.
mean? So if you haven't
And
watched
this is what characters you love, I mean, like you got, Donald, Mickey, Goofy. If you're a huge fan of Disney and you haven't seen this, you're doing yourself a big disservice. But you should have seen this if you're a big fan of Disney. So
pretty much, probably almost everybody has.
yeah,
Well, I think that's about all we can say about Mickey's Christmas Carol. Stay tuned because episode 6, we are getting ready to take a hard dive into probably some of your all's favorite Christmas movie, and it is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. And
oh my gosh, it's my absolute favorite.
there's just so much ridiculousness in that. You'll just have to stay tuned
Look
for
forward
that.
to
So look for that tomorrow. Episode number 6, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. But for now, I believe this episode's coming to a close, and that's a wrap. And cut.